Panthers. Give me your reaction on what you heard Sunday with this Fred. So these cold notes, heard about it. Heard Ben Ennis, who was in for me yesterday with a great interview with Cody Franson at the in the 2 o'clock hour, and he basically said he got back from Montreal late after that shootout, lost, tried to sleep in, and then had 6 missed calls from Dave Nones. Like, at some point, and somebody might think Nones would actually show up. Listen, I'm tired of calling. There's someone at the door. 6 calls. It's not Nones in the bathtub twirling the phone cord saying, "What do you want to talk about?" Yeah, it's pretty important stuff on a Sunday morning. So I'm fine with the trade. The trade, as we've come to the point, makes sense for both teams. You can make the argument. Nashville needs immediate results, or feels the need to go get immediate results. If it doesn't make them the best blue line in the Western Conference, it puts them in the conversation for being so. They are deep. I actually wonder. Kind of wonder why Nashville went out and got Cody Franson of all guys, because their D seems to be the least of their concerns. But I digress. No, if we were looking for suspects to add Cody Franson, you might have fallen more in the Pittsburgh Rangers, Detroit right-handed shot in the worst way. So they're very, very deep. So I like the trade on the surface. What I don't like is what I would call a mismanagement of assets by having to trade Cody Franson, and they had to trade him. They couldn't afford him. And even with the idea of rebuilding and shipping money out, and as everyone agrees, money can go out right now on the Leafs, but you're going to have to take some money back. If we'll get to this in a couple minutes, if Phil Kessel is traded, guess what? Florida is not absorbing $8 million and sending $875,000 back on the cap with a Jonathan Huberdeau or an Eric Branson at a couple million. They're not doing that. So I'm really disappointed that they didn't do better by Cody Franson, and better for the organization 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when there were chances to lock him up. Now, this is a guy that Ron Wilson healthy scratched at times. Randy Carlyle healthy scratched him at times. He played in and out of favor, it felt like, with the Leafs administration and coaching staff almost the entire time he was here, maybe until the last year and a half. So I'd rather have Cody Franson sign for the next 5 or 6 years than have the number 23 overall pick. Boy, yes, but they didn't have a choice here, and that's why, gun to the head, they probably made the best deal they could, and I don't think it's a terrible deal. Yeah, the deal in and of itself is good. I know what you're saying there. I would, not that the team doesn't deserve to be ripped on this, because they probably do, but I think we were all a little bit wrong on Cody Franson. And don't forget, he's having a very good season. I like Cody Franson, don't get me wrong. But is this the Cody Franson we're going to see for the rest of his career? He is a free agent, right? He does know he's going to get paid, and there's something to that. A year ago, when they extend Jay Gardner and they give Cody Franson their 1-year deal, we weren't yelling on top of that. What an awful procedure it was. I wasn't horrified by the Gardner extension. It's one thing to have not liked the John Michael Lyles extension because he was hurt at the time. It's one thing, not to like them taking care of Carl Gunnarsson, not for a lot of money, but taking care of him before Cody Franson. And Franson is 27. We'd have a different perspective on this if this was 32, like a Hal Gill move at the deadline, or somebody that's on the downside of the career that somebody's renting. But given that there's history with Nashville, first of all, there's no chance you're re-signing Cody Franson, and I don't think I never buy into this. Look for the Leafs to re-sign Mike Santorelli. Well, I've heard